Hello, my name is Elina, and today we'll talk about presenting your work with impact and presentation skills. We'll start with talking about what is presentation. Presentation is storytelling, actually. Humans have always told stories, and we do this to assess and make sense of the world around us. Storytelling can be applied to work, presenting in all areas of communication in our lives. People desire to tell stories about their experience reflects the fact that humans use narrative to connect, influence, and cultivate cooperation. Now we can talk about what is storytelling. Storytelling actually is not only cultural, but it's also biological. Um, Research shows that when we listen to stories, our brains release chemicals that shape our emotions and memory. For example, oxytocin builds trust and empathy, cortisol keeps us focused, and dopamine gives us pleasure. This storytelling cocktail, we can say cocktail, explains why narratives stay in our minds longer and inspire us to act. Because of this, storytelling is a powerful tool in the modern life. In business, it helps entrepreneurs attract investment, leaders inspire their teams, and charities mobilize supporters. Ultimately, storytelling is not just entertainment, it's a vital skill that allows us to communicate with impact. Uh, Now we can talk about storytelling techniques. There are numerous storytelling structures that humans find deeply satisfying, but we will talk about just two of it. The first one is the hero's journey. This technique was developed by the renowned mythologist Joseph Campbell. He discovered a universal structure that takes a character through a sequence of stages. The story begins with the hero who leaves their familiar world and faces challenges and temptations to return, but with guidance from a mentor. They continue the adventure through this journey, and they are transformed and eventually returned home as a changed person. This structure exists in numerous places because people love this story of courage. You can make your presentation, more memorable and compelling by using the hero's journey structure, turning the content into a narrative rather than just presenting facts. And depending on your goal, the hero can be you, the audience, and even the idea. The second one is the three-act structure. Sorry. The three-act structure organizes a narrative in a way that naturally engages the audience by building climatic moments of concluding with a satisfying resolution. Commonly used in plays, novels, and films, this structure has been proven effective in Hollywood and major theater productions. It keeps the uh, audience attention by creating peaks of energy and closes in a way that leaves them feeling hopeful and excited about the future. Uh, I can talk about the acts. Act 1 introduces the character, um, the situation, and their world. Act 2 presets the main conflict, uh, and it's the longest act, actually, we can say. Act 3 provides the resolution, and it's the shortest act. Uh, these two structures can be applied in business or professional settings to create impactful presentation. They allow any type of content to be shaped into a clear and concise story, helping the presenter engage and connect effectively with the audience. Uh, Now we can talk about the other two storytelling structures, and they are the modern ones. The first one is Pixar storytelling. This method emphasizes characters, emotions, and clear intentions. Emma Coates outlined 22 storytelling rules at Pixar, like you can see on the photo. Once upon a time, every day, until one day, because of that, sorry, it's two, until finally, and there is more of them. This simple framework can be applied to business presentations as demonstrated by Steve Jobs, who used theoretical presentations to market Apple products effectively. The fourth one is sparkline storytelling. This structure is developed by Nancy Duate. Yes. Sparkline storytelling uses contrast to make presentation compelling, alternating between the current situation and the potential future. Building tension and engagement throughout, the structure leads to a climatic resolution called New Bliss, keeping the audience emotionally invested. Iconic examples like ML Keys' I Have a Dream speech shows how this method inspires hope and action, while business examples like Elon Musk's Tesla Powerball cannot demonstrate its effectiveness in communicating new ideas and solutions, making complex concepts clear, memorable, and motivating. So, now we will talk about key questions about storytelling. The first one is, what is your intention? Having a clear intention gives your story focus, helping your craft content that makes the audience time worthwhile. In the workplace, intentions can include justifying complex scenarios, teaching and setting future objectives, or addressing and resolving challenges. When building your story, considering your role is crucial. Ask why you are the best person to tell it, what unique perspective you bring, and which aspects of yourself should be highlighted to reflect your intention. By clarifying these points, you establish credibility and trustworthiness while adding authenticity, making the story more engaging and persuasive. The second question is, who is your audience? And the second question is, who is your audience? Considering your audience is essential when crafting a story, identify who they are, why they are present, and what you want them to think, feel, and do. Even without detailed knowledge of your audience, you can focus on what they hope to learn and find ways for them to relate to your story and its values. Connecting with the audience uh, on an emotional and personal level through your narrative captures their attention, sustains their interest, and makes your message more impactful. The building blocks of storytelling is character, structure, storyline, audacity, audience engagement, and the hook. Now we'll talk about the how to develop a presentation. Creating a presentation should go beyond simply putting information on slides. It's about crafting a visual storybook that brings the narrative to life. Start by writing a word for word draft of your story, refining structure and language through multiple drafts. Next, translate the narrative into a visual story, deciding which ideas need individual slides and which can be combined. Then storyboard each slide, considering image you or your brand want to convey. Make slides accessible for all learners and gather visual assets to inspire the design. Ultimately, while slides can enhance the story, the audience is there to hear your narrative. You are the central focus and the star of the presentation. Now we'll talk about the process for creating a set of slides for your script. First, you should decide which paragraph needs the individual slides or can be combined. Minimize unnecessary slide changes and focus on letting the audience engage with your words. Then decide for each slide whether it will be visual, text-based, or informational-led, and note it next to the slide number. Then include only sentences or quotes you plan to read aloud to keep the deck concise and clear. Then you should ask yourself the following questions like, am I clicking too much? Can someone of these slides can be combined without making them too busy? Are there gaps in the deck? Does the next slide correlate to what you're saying? And there is more of these questions. Then you need to create filler slides and storyboard your deck. And now we'll talk about storyboarding. What can I say about storyboarding? Start storyboarding by laying out your slides with indications of their type, using illustrations or sketches, organize content, and plan how each slide will visually convey your message. When storyboarding, ensure visuals align with your brand, illustrate key points, use fewer slides and minimal text. Avoid unnecessary words, consider slide layout and reading flow, and maintain consistent, well-designed graphics. Visual assets enhance communication, so create aesthetically appealing slides. Focus on key elements like font, color, and imagery, and explore additional ways to use visuals effectively in your presentation. What can I say about fonts is use fonts purposefully to make text clear and visually stand out. Consider style, weight, size, and pairing to convey emphasis or tone while ensuring readability and inclusivity to all your viewers. Color, the second one, color heavily influences perception and brand identity, with people making quick subconscious judgments based largely on color. Choosing colors thoughtfully, like blue for trust and intelligence, can strengthen your presentation and brand message. The third one is imagery. Choose creative and high quality images that enhance your message without distracting from you. Simple dynamic visuals work best. And storytelling formats like Picha Kucha can use images to guide the narrative effectively. And that was all. Thank you for listening to me.